Hey guys, Vesper here, and welcome to yet another episode of Indiecredible. Now that we're done stuffing our faces for Christmas and New Year's, and let's face it, even long after that fact, let's get down to business, shall we? Have you ever been to a party or a get-together that you just know is gonna drag its ass? You know, the kind where you have to make up some half-assed excuse about taking your grandmother to Tai Chi in the morning, or if all else fails, you end up completely wasted due to drinking out of sheer boredom? Come on, you know exactly the kind. Well, fear not, for today we are reviewing not one, but two games that are guaranteed to liven up any party or get-together. Samurai Gunn is a 2D lightning-fast sword-based brawler with a heavy focus on local multiplayer. Controlling your very own agile samurai, you are dropped in an arena-like environment littered with platforms and are tasked with the simple objective of cutting your opposition in half, all the while running, jumping, and bouncing off walls in order to ensure that you stay intact. Each samurai is given a sword which will instantly kill anyone it cuts its way through, and a gun with 3 bullets which has a similarly lethal effect. These two seemingly simple weapons have another layer of depth added to them when bullets become deflected back at opponents and swords actually clash, sending those engaging in combat flying back. Choosing your samurai, however, is solely an aesthetic decision as they all play exactly the same in the end. Thankfully, an extremely tight control scheme allows for you to focus all of your attention on surviving and not fighting against the game in order to stay alive. There is no shortage of arenas as there are quite a few uniquely themed stages to murder your friends in. Allowing for up to 4 players, Samurai Gunn truly shines when playing with a full party. A typical Samurai Gunn match will quickly turn into a wild spectacle, as an audience of interested onlookers will undoubtedly be shouting at the computer monitor as they watch pixelated samurai cut each other to ribbons. Believe me, it's a lot of fun. That being said, this game is mostly focused on local multiplayer as there is no online mode, and survival mode is nothing more than just a way to learn the game's ropes. Regardless, bring the game to your next get-together and expect it to be the life of the party. Next up is Nidhogg, a crazy 2-player fencing combat game. At its simplest, Nidhogg is a fast-paced game of tug-of-war involving a whole lot of stabbing. Upon choosing one of 4 levels, 2 players are thrust into a 2D plane, controlling their own pixelated fencer. The first player to land a killing blow to their opponent is awarded with an arrow, prompting them to run like hell in the direction it's pointing. The tug-of-war aspect comes with both players trying to get control of the arrow in question, as it is the only means to progress to the next screen. The first player to reach the final screen is declared the winner, and sacrifices himself to a giant worm-like dragon who the game is named after. Getting to this point in a match, however, is a frantic series of events which rely on both precision and recklessness on the part of both players. Armed with a fencing sword, players are able to attack in a plethora of ways, including stabbing, throwing their swords, dive kicks, sweeps, and punches. In addition to a local multiplayer option, Nidhogg offers up single-player mode which works well to get the hang of the game's mechanics, as well as an 8-player tournament mode and an online multiplayer mode. Unfortunately, at the time of writing this review, online still needs some polish as there can be numerous instances of noticeable lag, as well as an iffy matchmaking experience. That's not to say there isn't plenty to love with Nidhogg. It's fast, furious, and a hell of a lot of fun to play with friends over a few beers. Well, that about does it for today, kiddos. Remember to like, share, and above all, subscribe. And of course, if there's an indie game that you would like me to review, go ahead and feel free to leave it in the comments section below. And as always, until next time, sayonara, you Indiecredibles.